Logo identity animations are everywhere. And honestly, it makes sense because they look absolutely insane. I actually made a script for this type of animation a while back, but I never showed you the full process behind it. So today we are finally breaking it down step by step, and I am going to show you exactly how to create a trendy logo identity animation in After Effects. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, let's create a new composition. Name it as per your wish, and you can see my composition settings on the screen. After creating the composition, you can use your own vector logo shapes, but to show you a demonstration, I will use the simple text. Now I'm going to show you how to animate the final sequence of this animation, and then we will see how to make this animation. So to animate this text, place the marker at 2 seconds. Then let's open the text. Drop-down menu, and under it you will find the Animate icon. Simply click on it, and then you need to choose the tracking option. Here you can play with the tracking amount and animate this text. So I add a keyframe on the tracking property, then go back to the first frame and increase the tracking amount. Now you can see how our text is spreading horizontally. After that, I select both keyframes and change them to Bezier keyframes. Next, I open the graph editor and then change the speed graph like this to make this animation smoother. Nice. The animation looks great, and now we are going to create some guidelines around this text and then animate it. So to create a line, I'm using the pen tool. Make sure your fill is turned off and the stroke is on, and I set it to 1 pixel. And then I'm going to create a vertical straight line in this composition just like this. Then I changed its position and placed it next to the letter B. After that, I duplicate this layer and then reposition it, and this time I place it next to the letter D, and I repeat this process and create 2 more lines and place them above the text and below the text just like this. And once I created them, I select all the line layers and then I reduce their opacity to around 50%. Now I open the position properties and then add a keyframe at this point. Then I go back to the first frame and change the line's position. Basically, I am moving those lines out of the frame. And if I play the small preview, you can see how it will look. Now I'm select the last keyframe and place it at the 2-second mark, and then I select all the keyframes and change them to basic keyframes. Then I open the graph editor and change the speed graph, just like this, to smooth out this animation. And now it looks perfect. So we successfully animated our final sequence of this animation, and now we are moving forward. Let's see how to animate our trendy animation sequence. So for this, I'm going to animate each character individually and then combine them later. So now I'm going to show you how to animate the letter A. So to animate this, I select the text layer and then I duplicate it, and then I pre-compose this layer and name it A. After creating the composition, I simply open it and then I rename this word as letter A. It's quite small, so I'm going to increase the size of this letter and then reposition it in this composition. Now it looks perfect. So right now it's a text layer and we want to convert it into a shape layer. So for this, I select this layer, right-click, and then go to Create and select the Create Shapes from Text option. So it will automatically convert our text layer into a shape layer, which you can see in our timeline. So now we can remove the text layer and focus only on this shape layer. Alright, so let's change the shape into outlines. For this, open the fill properties and turn off the fill so we can see the vertex points of this shape, and then I'm going to turn on the stroke option. Also, I change its width to around 1.5 pixels. Now, if you look at the screen, there are lots of vertex points in this shape layer, and that is not good for the animation process. So we have to delete some of the vertex points which we do not need. I know by doing this, we changed our original shape, but do not worry about it because we can change this shape by using the pen tool and make it look just like before. And now it's time to animate this shape. First, I'm going to select this layer, and then I place the marker at 1.5 seconds. And then I search for path in the search box to reveal the path properties. And now you can see there are two path properties in this timeline. So the first path represents the outer line of this shape, and the second path represents the inner shape. So I add a keyframe on the second path property, and then I go back to the first frame and change the line of this shape. Let's see the small preview. And after that, I select both keyframes and easy ease them. Then I open the graph editor and change the speed graph just like this to smooth out this animation. See how simple that is. I'm just showing you in this demonstration so you understand. However, you can animate complex shapes in different ways to make an insane animation. After animating this shape, I want to create some guidelines just like we created before. I speed up this video because I already explained how to create guidelines just before. So once you created the guidelines, you will see this kind of design on your screen. Now after that, I select all the guideline layers and place them below our main shape layer. Also, I decrease their opacity to around 50%. Also, I change the color label of our main shape layer. Now if I scrub the timeline, you are unable to see the vertex points and the Bezier handles of this shape layer. And for that, I have my own free After Effects script, which helps us to create vertex points and Bezier handles of this shape. By the way, I already created a dedicated video of this script on my YouTube channel. You can find the link to this video in the description below, so you can watch that video if you want to understand the script completely. So let's move forward and see how to use that script. So to use it, first go to Window, and under the drop-down menu, you will find the script called Path Visualizer V.2. Simply click on it to launch the script. Once you click it, you will see the script panel on your screen, and there are lots of options in the script panel. So first, let's focus on the vertex tab. So first, I change its shape. There are 3 different shapes, but I am going to select the circle one for now. Then there is the color option, and I want a red color just like the handle. So I copy this color code and paste it to the color. After that, I go to the handle section, and here I change its size to 20. Then I change the line width to around 7, and we are ready to go. Select the shape layer, and then click on the Create Path button. So it will automatically create vertex points and the Bezier handles as well. And all of it is in a single shape layer, which you can see in the timeline. Also, if you go to the Effects Control panel, you can see you can control many different properties, like you can control the color size and width. Also, you can turn the vertex points on and off. But for now, we are good with this. So let's close this script panel and see the small preview. Now you can see the vertex points and Bezier handles are visible on your screen. However, if you want, you can change the path of this shape and the visible handles, and the vertex points will update in real time. I am just showing you a small example. I will repeat this animation process with the rest of the characters and then get back to you to show you how it all comes together. So I animated the rest of the characters, as you can see, and each character is animated individually in a separate composition. Also, to save our time, I combined them into a separate composition and put all the character compositions in this comp and arranged them just like this, so you can see how it will look. And now we are moving forward. Let's see how to colorize this overall sequence and enhance the design. So for that, I select all the composition layers and pre-compose them and name it as Final. After creating the composition, I'm going to add a new adjustment layer in the timeline, and then I go to the Effects and Presets panel and search for the Colorama effect and add it to this layer. And as I always say, whenever you use the Colorama effect, it comes with jittery color, and to solve this, go to the Output Cycles, and below the color wheel, you will find the Modify property. Open it and uncheck the Modify Alpha option. It will solve your problem. Next, you will find the preset options. So you can select the different presets according to your requirement. Next, I'm going to add a new solid background layer. And I'm choosing a dark gray color for this. and go to the colorama effect, and in the preset, I am going to choose the fire one. This looks good to me. And that's it. That's how you can create a trendy logo identity animation in After Effects.